EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Number 21.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Pass complete to
Brandon Cooks.
Touchdown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Texans 7, Cowboys 0. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. The 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb, that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 25-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Joey Slye.
How about that? Their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Joey Slye set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that is is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Down by John Johnson. Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Yards. And the Texans first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Watson just beating the play clock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working for him because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
At the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. Third down here.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too. Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Now flags fly in, going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll run with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Texans 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Watson. Pass incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
3rd and long. It's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ricky Ortiz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Here's the option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 42-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Number 21.
What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They go to Elliott again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ball carrier. Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
10 carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Elliott. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Elliott is made at the Texans 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they'll try to run the option here. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good relax.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Texans first down.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Houston.
On first down, it's Johnson. Room here to run, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now it's his carry for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. But too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Cowboys. First and 10 at the 35.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Cowboys.
That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Switch. He's coming.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must
because
have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Check line 47.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Turnover on down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On play action, they'll throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
16-yard line.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Cowboys 28. Texans.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Watson. He gets this to Coulter, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Faking the give. Now Watson.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Texans.
Watson, off play action. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down carry by Elliott. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Texans 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. 30.
Keep going. Keep
10,
running, man.
And he takes this one back in.